Ever heard of Altoona, Pennsylvania?
Can't say I have.
Yeah, it's not exactly a place you see in the news all the time.
More of a small town vibe.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
Friendly faces, that kind of place where everyone knows your name. But lately it's been making headlines. And not for the usual reasons.
Oh, what happened?
So there's this guy, Luigi Mangione, longtime resident, and, well, he got arrested.
That'll definitely put a town on the map. What was the arrest for?
Well, that's kind of the thing. It's not super clear yet, at least not from the sources we've been looking at, local news reports, that kind of thing. Even social media has been blowing up about it.
So what's our mission for today's Deep Dive then? Trying to figure out what he did?
Well, kind of.
Yeah.
But it's more about, I guess, how Altoona's handling all this attention. Because it's really divided the town, from what I can tell.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you go from quiet, small town life to suddenly being in the national spotlight. That's gotta be a shock.
Right. And from what I'm seeing in the local news, a lot of folks are just straight up in disbelief. Like, this doesn't happen here, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's almost like a defense mechanism, isn't it? When something shatters your sense of normalcy, your brain kind of rejects it at first.
Absolutely. It's like their whole reality's been disrupted.
Yeah.
So how does a town, especially one with such a strong sense of community like Altoona seems to have, how do they even begin to process something like this?
Well, if you look at what people are saying online, it's a whole mix of emotions, really. Some are worried, even scared, about what this means for Altoona's image.
Yeah, makes sense. Nobody wants to be known for, well, a scandal.
Yeah.
Especially when their whole identity is built around being this safe, welcoming place.
Exactly. And then you've got the media on top of all that, reporters swarming in, trying to get the scoop, sometimes even twisting things around to fit their own story.
Oh, for sure. That just adds fuel to the fire, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And then you throw social media into the mix.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole other beast.
Totally. It's a double-edged sword, really. On the one hand, it gives the people in Altoona a voice. They can connect with each other, even push back against any negative stuff being said about their town.
Right, right.
But at the same time, it also opens them up to a ton of outside opinions and judgments, which can't be easy to deal with.
It's like this whole event tore a hole in their everyday life, and suddenly they're exposed to all these outside forces. But it's not just shock and worry, is it?
No, you're right. It's more complicated than that.
Because from what I'm seeing, there's some real division within the community itself.
Yeah, and that's where things get really interesting. You see, a lot of folks in Altoona knew Mangione. He was their neighbor, part of their community. So they're struggling to reconcile that image of him with the accusations that are being made.
Yeah, I can see that. It's hard to square those two things.
Exactly. So you've got some people who are fiercely defending him, absolutely convinced he's innocent. Others are more hesitant. They want to wait for all the facts to come out before they make a judgment.
Makes sense. Don't want to jump to conclusions.
Right. And then there are those who feel completely betrayed, like their trust in their community has been broken.
It's a good reminder that even in a small town, everyone's going to react differently to something like this.
Yeah.
Everyone brings their own experiences and beliefs to the table.
Exactly. And that's what makes this whole situation so fascinating to me. It goes way beyond just this one arrest. It makes you think about the bigger questions, How do we deal with these complex situations as individuals and as communities?
Yeah, it's deep.
How do we support the legal process while also acknowledging people's fears about their town's reputation and their own safety?
And how do we make sure that one single event doesn't define an entire place and its people?
Exactly. And that's something to think about, even for those of us who've never even heard of Altoona.
Totally. Because this whole thing just shows that beneath the surface of any town, even one that seems perfect from the outside, there are real people with real experiences, both good and bad.
And for everyone listening, think about it. How would your own community react to something like this? Would everyone band together, or would it tear people apart?
Altoona's story gives us a chance to look at our own assumptions about the places we call home, and maybe even challenge them a bit.
And who knows, maybe this whole thing will blow over and Altoona will go back to being that quiet, charming town.
Or maybe this is the start of a whole new chapter for them.
Either way, it's definitely a story worth watching unfold.
Absolutely.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.